Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ito Speaks back again with another video. And in this topic, I wanted to talk about fairly thing I wanted to get into as regards to the NBA and what's going on as regards to the quote unquote high level of talent in the NBA. So as we know, we're all fans of the NBA and all the many great star players that's in the league, such as Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, etc. And the media job is to promote the product, talk about the product, critique the product in a various of ways. And the thing that kind of irks me a little bit as regards to the media and how they do things is that they obloviate, embellish, over exaggerate things to an nth degree to it makes them seem not credible anymore. So what I'm talking about right now. I'll talk about how media pundits such as Kendrick Perkins, Stephen A. Smith, etc. They like to make claims such saying that this is the best talent in this is the most talent in the NBA right now, more talent than in the 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, etc. Which is entirely not true. There've been talent throughout the generations of the league. It's just media wasn't as pertinent as it is now to really showcase and promote them as big as they are now. And even with the star talent that we have now, there's still some of them are still not getting the big promotion like how they would, such as LeBron James or Steph Curry per se. And what I mean by that is they don't really showcase Nikola Jokic, etc. There or Luca. Luca has to have like a crazy explosive game for them to really like talk about him and give him the promotion that he get. And same thing with Nikola Jokic. His game is while it's not the prettiest game, he still gets a lot done. And he has a great stat line, and his team is winning. But he still gets discredited, and he doesn't get the big promotion because other reasons I don't want to really get into as regards to this video. But my thing is, they say this is the most talent in the NBA ever, but these players are not playing as much games. They're crapping about playing over 65 games to meet the minimum requirement to be eligible for awards. They're getting hurt more often, and they're load managing. Now, they say you're jumping up the gym. They say they're doing this. They're more explosive. They're more athletic. The medicine's better. The technology's better, etc. If that's the case, then why are the guys in the 90s, the 2000s, the 80s, why were they playing a lot longer? Why were they playing 60, 70, almost 80 plus games back then? While these players, it's hard fought for them to play 60 plus games. Why is that? Now, if you saying that's the best talent ever right now, granted, there are a lot of great talent in the NBA. I will be hard pressed to disagree with that. But still, for you to say that this is the best talent ever, which is clearly false, there are so many great NBA players to grace the league right now in terms of star power and talent. It's just they are more spaced out throughout the league. I'm not going to get into the names. We already know the Jordans, the Magic Johnsons, the Larry Birds, etc. The Patrick Ewings, the Charles Barkleys. They were great NBA talent back then. A lot of fierce rivalries, a lot of talent spread it out throughout the league. And for to say that they're the most talent right now as we speak, I don't agree with that. The league is soft right now. They make it too offensive heavy. It's hard for defenders to play really good defense on players without fouling them or doing anything to get the whistles called. The refs are low key inserting themselves in the game way too much and is ruining the league to a degree. And it's making the game unwatchable. Nobody wants to watch Joel Embiid shoot 24 free throws. Granted, is he getting fouled? Sure. But we don't want him to like just stand at the free throw line and shoot a whole bunch of free throw shots. That's lame. We want him to be in the basket, be physical, get in the paint. We want him to really earn his points. Same way with James Harden. and other players of his ilk that does that bull crap. It's annoying and it's not watchable at all. Nobody wants to see that. We want to see competitive, tough, physical basketball. Not too physical like back in the '80s where what the Detroit Pistons were doing, but we wanted to be physical like in the '90s where it was a you get a tough basket. Now I understand that they want to be offensive heavy because that's the money maker. That's where they want everybody to see and stuff like that. But we don't want to the point where they're not even playing defense out there. Now that's a problem. We don't want that. So that's what I think about the issue right there. I feel like if that's the best NBA talent right there, then this is not really the best NBA talent. Especially the bull crap that they did in Team USA losing against the other countries. If you're telling me this is the most talent in the NBA, there should be smoking teams as Team USA going up against other countries. And I'm not talking about the A teams such as Curry, LeBron, Kawhi, and all those other guys. I'm talking about the B team. If there's this much talent in the NBA, they should be able to compete no problem as regards to the talent that they have throughout the whole league. So the fact that they lost shows that they don't have the best talent in the league, or there's the most talent in the league. There is way better talent, Hall of Famers, All Stars, star players from the 2000s, the 90s, 80s, etc. that could compete with this today's team if they were to do like a 15-man roster, a 5-on-5 starting five, etc. Whatever. So I don't want to hear about this the best time. That's a false media narrative that the media are trying to push for whatever reason. I understand they gotta up the brand so people can watch it, but people are not watching the NBA as much as they want to. They still go to the games because it's still fun to do that. If a particular player come to your city, go play, but there's a chance that that player might not even come to your city because he's load managing, and that's why they implement that 65 game minimum play rule so that way they could play. They could kind of low key force them to play so that way they could be eligible for these awards. And they're still complaining about that, which I'm going to get into in another video. But to say this, they need to do something about this because if you say this the best talent in the league, then I got some land in near Ocean I can sell you because it's BS what they're putting on the floor. It needs to get better. It needs to change, and they need to do something drastically. But those are my thoughts and opinions on the video. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. This is Either Speaks out. Peace.